Hello everyone. In last class we have studied the power amplifier of class A and class B, and we have studied in case of class A the efficiency of the amplifier was 25%, and in class B the efficiency was 78.5%, whereas the power dissipation in case of class A amplifier was for 2 times of output power, whereas in case of class B it is 1/5 of the output power. And one more thing that I had discussed, that the class A amplifier, if we use a transformer couple, theoretically its efficiency can reach up to the 50%. Now we'll start further. One more term is harmonic distortion. It is a sort of distortion. In general power amplifier, there are 2 types of distortion present. One is harmonic distortion, other one is crossover distortion. What is crossover distortion, that we will discuss later. Now first, what is harmonic distortion? And harmonic distortion is calculated as percentage Dn Bn by B1 into 100, where Bn is the amplitude of nth frequency component present in the output signal. In general, when we produce an AC signal, apart from a fundamental frequency, there are multiple frequencies component that are generated. For example, omega 1 is the fundamental frequency. Then we also get 2 omega 1, 3 omega 1, 4 omega 1. These type of components are called harmonics. So the total harmonic distortion is calculated as root of d square 2 plus d square 3 plus d square 4 plus dot 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 into 100%. With more harmonic components, the amplitude of the harmonic is reduces. This is for class A formula. Now PACD, that is power AC with harmonic distortion, is given by power AC times 1 plus D square. For class B, since there are 2 different transistors are used, so this even part of the harmonic component cancels out, so only odd parts are present in class B. D square 3 plus D square 5 plus D square 7 into 100. This is the circuit of class B push-pull amplifier. When for positive half cycle the current goes in this direction, for negative the current goes in this direction. And because of this is a transformer induced load and the transformer induced input. In general, when we talk about a class B amplifier, there are 2 types of configurations are used. One is push-pull type amplifier, other one is common symmetry. So this is the diagram of push-pull amplifier. Now this is the complementary symmetry amplifier. In complementary symmetry, for a positive half cycle the current goes in this direction. In negative half cycle the current goes in this direction. So this is the direction of current in complementary symmetry class B amplifier. This is the circuit diagram. Now if we compare the difference between the push-pull and complementary symmetry, in push-pull both the transistors are of same type, and in complementary these are NPN and PNP. Look at, if we go back, this is in complementary symmetry, this is NPN, this is PNP, whereas in case of push-pull both are of NPN. Now the transformer is used to connect the load as well as input, where in this the circuit is transformerless. The impedance matching is possible due to output transformer. Impedance matching is possible due to common character circuit. Frequency response is poor. In general, the complementary symmetry type of class B amplification is more popular compared to push-pull. So these are the differences between these 2 type of configuration. Now one more type of distortion is crossover distortion. What is crossover distortion? See, I have already told you, let me go back. In last class that quiescent point is chosen just at the end in case of class B amplifier. Now assume that this is my quiescent point. Now what will happen? We are using 2 transistors here. If we talk about, we are using 2 transistors. As we know, every transistor requires some V on voltage to get on. That generally we take the value of 0.7, that is 0.7 volt is required for this transistor to be on, and similarly 0.7 volt is required for this transistor to be on. Until and unless it is provided by this voltage, the transistor will not work. So what will happen? We have put the quiescent value, so as soon as it touches 0.7 value, this is the input, as soon as it goes near to 0.7, the transistor do not function like an amplifier. So there is some distortion in this area, in this area. Similarly, for the next half cycle, until and unless we get a different 0.7 volt source from from any sources, it will from a biasing supply mainly, it doesn't start. So we get this type of 0.7 that is total 1.4 volt no output region whenever it crosses the origin. So this region is known as crossover distortion. Means whenever a waveform crosses from one side, from positive to negative or negative to positive, there is deformity in the output of the waveform. So we have to reduce the problem. How to reduce that? For this, a class AB type of amplifier is used. What is class AB? Here we put our Q7 point somewhere here, so we get some output and it clips off only the for it means the IC conducts. This is for 180 degree. IC conduct more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree of the. This is the input signal. This IB is input signal. This is the output signal IC. So the IC conducts, if we draw in the downward direction, it will also make, we can make voltage. If I let me try to do. This will be, we can make here, it will be, it will touch it. These two will touch. So it will be the output waveform. So what we try to do, we try to make Q point in this direction. So what will happen because of this? How do we do that? First of all, we put two diodes. So we put these two diodes here. These two diodes. When you put these two diodes, one is providing 0.7 for this voltage, other is providing 0.7 for this voltage. Because of that, it provides that crossover distortion value. So at any condition, it is always going to be more than 0.7. So this is done to avoid the crossover distortion. Now one more type of amplification is class C power amplifier. In general, class C power amplifier is used for a tuned circuit. That is, it operates for a less than 180 degree. It's only operates for this particular, only fill this direction, which is very less than 180 degree. It is used just to provide an impulse for a tuned circuit. This type of tuned circuit are generally used in a communication devices. For example, the one thing is called super heterodyne receiver, RF receiver. In this type of receiver, an electronic circuit is required for a tuning application, and class C amplifier are used for that particular purpose. This is the circuit of, this is a circuit of tuned amplifier. Here class C amplifier are used as an audio amplifier. It generally provides impulse for that particular reason such that it conducts and it provides a tuned frequency to receive some communication signal or to transmit. Different for different purpose it is used. It is mainly used for radio applications. Now apart from this, if we talk about in case of power amplifier, the most applicable power amplifier is class AB power amplifier. So based on this, there are some numericals given in the EQ chapter of analog circuits. Go into that and try to solve the power amplifier question. I think you can solve all the question with this theory of that particular EQ. After completion of power amplifier, now we will move into the op amp, and in next video I will start with an op amp. Okay, thank you.